The 2023 Florida RV Super Show is just days away.
And we're going to give you the information you need to make the most of this show.
We're going to give you some tips while you're at the show. And in addition, we're going to tell you how you can experience the Florida RV Super Show from home. So let's do this. The Florida RV Super Show is often referred to as the Tampa RV Show, and you can probably guess that's because it is in Tampa, Florida at the State Fairgrounds. The exact address is 4800 US Highway 301 North in Tampa, Florida.
The RV Super Show goes from Wednesday, January 18th, all the way to Sunday, January 22nd.
Now, if you're used to going to the Hershey RV Show, the hours are a little bit different. They're shorter hours at the Tampa RV Show.
That's right.
So for this show, the hours are going to be Wednesday through Saturday from 9 to 6, and then on Sunday,
9 to 5.
So you want to make sure that you're aware that you're not going to have as much time. This is why our tips are going to be so important. Now, the admission this year has changed. The prices, like everything else it seems, have gone up. So the cost of an admission ticket has gone up $3. For 16 and over, the cost of admission is $15, and then 16 and under are free.
And first responders and active and retired military get a $2 discount the whole time. And during the week, from Wednesday to Friday, senior citizens get a $2 discount.
So make sure you take advantage of that. Now, one other thing that we should mention, John, is that that price of admission actually includes 2 days.
Yes, it does.
So you can go, the first day you pay $15, and then the next day is free.
That's right.
Now let's talk about camping. So every year they have this super rally at the show, and it's sells out almost as soon as they announce it, and this year was no different. John and I were watching each day to see when the super rally would open up because we knew that it would close right away. So that is closed. But you have other options in the area, but it's not going to be easy to camp. I would say if you do not have a reservation for a campground at this point in time, you may want to just leave the RV home and book a hotel. And even now, booking hotels, it's getting kind of tight. This, folks, is a really big show. I mean, every major manufacturer is going to be there. Just keep that in mind if you're planning to go. A lot of the campgrounds in the area are booked and full, not just with show attendees, but also with the winter snowbirds. And that's private resorts, that's state campgrounds, that's military campgrounds. It's really hard. So let's talk about parking. Let's say you flew in or you're driving there. Parking has also increased this year. The daily rate for cars has gone up by $2, so it's $10 to park there for the day. And parking for RVs has remained the same at $16.
Yes.
And parking is handled by the Florida State Fairgrounds. Let's talk a little bit about hotels. So the official host hotel for the RV show has been completely sold out. But that doesn't mean you can't find a hotel. I went on hotels.com today and I was able to find a number of vacancies, but they are very, very limited. So if you are planning to go to the Super Show, whatever you use to book your hotel rooms, we just use hotels.com, you can put in Florida State Fairgrounds and it will show you all the hotels that are in the vicinity, and it will give you the distance from the fairgrounds to the hotel. So that should help you in making your decision. But these hotels are not cheap, just so that you know. The further away you stay from Tampa, probably the less expensive it will be.
But then you have to deal with the drive and the traffic, so it's a trade-off.
And the parking.
And the parking.
Let's talk about entertainment.
Oh my gosh.
So they don't call it a super show for nothing. There's a reason why they call it a super show, okay? It's not just for the RVs.
No.
If you've been to the Hershey RV show and you've never been to the Florida RV show, or if this is your first time coming to an RV show, this place it's like a circus environment, right? There is so much entertainment.
It is like a carnival also.
A carnival, that's perfect.
More appropriate. Yes,
it's a carnival. It's a real carnival.
It is. I mean, bands, singers, performers of every kind.
Human statues.
Oh my gosh.
I love the one-man band. I can't wait to see him again.
He was amazing, people. The one-man band was amazing.
Pirate boats.
Yeah. Yes.
Barbershop quartets.
Yes.
There's just so much going on there. There's so much entertainment. You really enjoy it.
So even if you don't like RVs, you can come for the show.
You could, right?
Yeah, it is a bit of a show.
Pets are allowed at the show. They have to be leashed, which I think is
Common sense.
people, you have to do that no matter where you go these days, right? And of course, you have to pick up after your dogs.
Right.
Some people will say, leave your dogs at home. I personally saw a lot of happy puppies, and I really enjoyed seeing them, and I think I stopped just about every owner last year to pet their dog.
You did.
They were just so cute. They looked like they were having a great time. I will say this. If your dog doesn't like large crowds,
Right.
or if it's very hot outside on the day that you're planning to go, it's probably best to leave your dog at home.
Yes.
If your dog's a very friendly dog and your dog is used to crowds and people and folks like me that are going to stop you and say, can I pet your puppy? Then come on, bring them to the show. I think it'll be fine. Keep them leashed, pick up after them, and just pay very close attention to how they're feeling. You know your dog better than anybody else.
Yes, you do. And remember, it's a lot of walking and over a lot of pavement.
And if you see us and you have a dog, please come by so I can pet them.
She loves the dogs.
Something else that's really cool about the Florida RV Show is that they have lots of seminars.
They do.
John and I sat in on quite a few when we were at the show, and they're very informative.
We learned a lot. I mean,
and there are a couple, I'm just going to read this off because I don't want to get them wrong, but I think that there are a few that I'd like to go to. There's the TPMS seminar, the Alaska Guided RV Tours. I would love to go back to Alaska in an RV.
I know you would.
Tips for choosing the right RV. That'll be very helpful. Class A diesel chassis maintenance. That's going to be one we'll need when we get our RV. And there's also a seminar on RV solar. So go to the Florida RV website. We'll put that link right down below. And check out all of the different activities. So now it's time for our tips.
We have tips?
We have tips, John.
When did we get tips?
We got tips because we are experienced at the Florida RV Show.
Wow.
So our first tip is to wear layers. Bring lots of different types of clothing. You never know what to expect with the weather. It could be 75 degrees. It could be 30 degrees.
It could be rainy.
Or it could be dry.
That's true.
And we saw that last year.
Oh, we did.
We wore several layers, and we started off the day with, shirts, sweaters, jackets, and by the end of the day, we shed everything but our shirts.
Right.
Tip number 2, check out the show map before you go. There are going to be hundreds and hundreds of RVs there. Lots of different manufacturers, and we're expecting even more this year than last year. A lot of the manufacturers stayed home last year because of COVID. Some didn't have a lot of extra stock to bring.
Right.
This year, I'm expecting just about all of the major manufacturers to be there with lots of inventory.
Yes, they will have plenty of inventory.
And you can get lost. The grounds there are huge. I think it's bigger than the Hershey RV show as far as how far you have to walk to get from place to place. You're going to do a lot of walking. So make sure that you take a look at the map, study where the vendors are, print it out, bring it with you, know where the vendors are located that you want to go see. And on that note too, tip number 3, wear comfortable shoes. You're going to do a lot of walking at this show.
You are.
Tip number 4, make sure you know your prices before you go to the show. This now, unlike last year, is very much a buyer's market. And if you are an educated buyer, you can get a really, really good deal. But if you don't know before you get there, you could be taken advantage of. So make sure that you know the prices. Also understand that the show prices are negotiable.
Yes.
If they don't want to negotiate, go find somebody else to buy from. Somebody else will give you that price. Also, take a look at our 10 RV show buying tips video that we did last year. I think that everything in that video is still very, very relevant.
It is.
For today. And also, check out our blog post, which has the RV show prices from the Hershey RV show.
And you'll be able to deal because everyone has inventory this year.
And our final tip, plan for multiple days. The second day is free, so you might as well take advantage of it. Go there, test drive, go to the seminars, go visit some of the vendors because the vendors give really good prices and you can find a lot of really unique items for your RV.
You're right. We've seen everything from those cool window protectors, those front windshield protectors, and flagpoles specifically for RVs. I mean,
We got a really cool flagpole for our RV. We thought we were going to have to spend hundreds of dollars to be able to buy one of those flagpoles that mounts in the back of the RV. And
Right.
we came across a vendor that had these really neat flagpoles, and you've seen it in our videos if you've seen our RV, that actually just kind of suction cups
it's a
to
suction cup,
the
yeah.
windshield. Make sure you allow time for all of that.
Oh yes, the vendors are a great resource there, and you can get some great deals.
And now for our final tip, we're going to tell you how you can be a part of the RV show while still at home.
And that would be through us.
If you've watched our coverage from the Florida RV show last year or from the Hershey RV show, we do multiple lives during the show, and this show is going to be no different. John and I are planning to go live every single day of the show. I didn't tell you that.
No!
Yes, we're going to go live every day. So if
Wait,
there's
what?
if there is a manufacturer that you want us to cover, we may not be able to cover specific models because thanks to all of you, our channel has grown so much, and we are
Yes.
just so grateful. But what we will do, and we didn't want to give that up, right? We didn't want to give up you guys telling us what you wanted to see. Put down in the comments below which manufacturers you would like for us to go live at, and we will do that.
Yes, we'll enjoy it. This'll be fun.
Yeah, we always love it when we go into the RVs, and it's brand new to us, it's brand new to you guys. Put it down in the comments below, but do it soon, right? Because we've got to follow our tips and map out our plan and everything else. And one last thing, John and I are going to have 2 meet and greets. One meet and greet is going to be Thursday night, and that's going to be a dinner.
Right.
And then we're going to have another meet and greet at the show. So we'll give you more information on that. If you want to see more RV tours from the Florida or the Hershey RV show, check out these playlists right here on John's face. And we'll see you guys at the show.